Narratives. 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 You know what? You all look very bored. Let's talk about something better. Something fun. Smoking. What? You all think smoking kills? Okay, who here thinks smoking kills? Raise your hands. Okay, you know, more people die because of diabetes than smoking, roughly 3 times more. And you say smoking kills. And when you go to watch a movie, Mukesh, he never eats a ice bucket of chocolate ice cream. And if I get a family pack Diwali offer, Dairy Milk chocolate bar, the room will stay silent. But the moment I light a cigarette on the stage, I'm pretty sure they'll throw me out of the school. What's the reason? Smoking kills. Not because we've tried it on our own, barring a few, I know you, but because we've been told this every single time, wherever we go. Films, cartoons, watching a movie on cable, every single time. Smoking kills. Do you know the leading cause of lung cancer isn't actually smoking? It's your DNA. You can smoke for years in 10, 20, 30, 40, nothing happens. In fact, this crusade against smoking is an attempt to restrict the farming of tobacco. An inquisition by the capitalist elite in the Silicon Valley against our industries, Indian industries, to curb the very fundamentals of our human freedoms, what makes us human. Honorable Principal Ms. Nisha Kaul, respected teachers, my dear children, parents, I just made those arguments up with a bunch of my friends. 5 of them believed me. 2 started smoking. And I see you, those who believed my talk, no shame on you. Words, ladies and gentlemen, when shaped and articulated in a confident manner, carry the ability to transform reality. And that is exactly how narrative influences society. What is a narrative? I define narrative as an internalization. Internalization of stories, movies, folklores, myths, and even facts. It's how I dress and how I talk. It's how you dress or how you talk. It's how we view a section of society, our beliefs or morality. Everything is informed by narratives, beliefs. And whosoever has the power to control those narratives and portray them en masse to the society has the power to play with our hearts and minds. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a society where the deepest control system is consumer materialism. A system where there is no individuality. We all are commodities. We can be sold, our value can be extracted, and our attention turned into money all at once. They don't sell products, they sell a version of our reality, who we are. This is the true nature and essence of narrative building. Now, what is a narrative? It doesn't need to be true. It just needs to be repeated again and again, associated with an identity, given a characterization, and repeated relentlessly. Now, how to form a narrative? It will help you later on in the future. So for that, we'll do a session. We'll have a session of collective imagination. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us imagine a country far away in another galaxy. And it certainly does not resemble the country that we live in. And the government of that country preys on the distortion of history to fit an agenda that suits their narrative. Now, this imaginary country has a leader who comes to power on basis of empty promises and zero tolerance. He divides brother from brother, father from son. He incites riots, pogroms. He sets villages on fire. In fact, he hires intellectuals and historians and orders them to change the essence of history to a collective form of identity, into an us versus them. You know, ladies and gentlemen, what's the most scary thing about this totally imaginary story I just told? It's not that the leader is insane or the leader is oppressive. It's that the people still support him. He still has their yeses and votes. Why? It's not that they've lost all basis of morality or any basis of rights and what's right and wrong, but they've lost their agency of questioning, of thinking. They've accepted a narrative that they've been told. They've been forced to accept it. Now, narrative isn't always evil. There's also a good side to it. A good side to it are the stories that we grew up listening to. Legends, myths, be it the Ramayana, where the force of truthfulness and righteousness defeats the force of evil and sin, or the of Sacha Sauda, where the ideals of righteousness, selfless service, are divinely attributed in the deity of Guru Nanak. These stories, these ideas, help us to give us a threshold, a benchmark to reach up to look up to. Religion is also a very powerful narrative, but only when it is interpreted in a manner that is humanly, empathetic, and kind. The moment religion enters the hands of people who want to politicize it, militarize it, then it unleashes a force that mankind hasn't been able to fight since his creation. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to conclude my short talk by asking you a question. I'm not asking you to reject every narrative or every story. That would be impossible. We are storytelling animals. Without narratives, we would have no memory, no morality, no belongings. What I am asking is something quieter, something far more difficult. I'm asking you all to question the stories that you've been told, the narratives that you've grown up in, the WhatsApp forwards that you get. Thank you.